All right, this is the next example. So the exercise is already given. I already have my reaction, so I'm going to start counting. I have lithium, aluminum, I have hydrogen, and oxygen. Those are the elements I have. Same on the other side, I have lithium, aluminum, hydrogen, and oxygen. This one might be harder because we have a lot of elements, so it's going to take maybe a little bit more time. So lithium, I have 1. Aluminum, I have 1. Hydrogen, I have 4 here and 2 here. We add, okay, 6. Oxygen, we only have 1. Lithium on the other side, we have 1. Aluminum, we have 1. Hydrogen, 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6. Oxygen, 1 plus 3, we have 4. All right, so even though it's long, well, you see that we all have 1 lithium, 1 aluminum, 6 hydrogens, and just the oxygen's the one that's different. So I'm going to start changing oxygen, okay? Here I have 4, here I have 1. So I'm going to make this oxygen become a 4. 4. And this 4 is going to affect my hydrogen and, of course, my oxygen. So here I have 4. All right, now what happened with the hydrogen? I had 4 here. 4 times 2, 8. So now I have 12. All right. I have, now oxygen's good. I have 12 hydrogens here and I have 6 here. So I have 3 hydrogens plus 1's 4. And this one I can change it. So what number am I going to put there? A 4, right? Because I need to make it an 8. Because 4. Because 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 3, 11. Plus 1, 12. And that's it for this example. All right, it's really easy. It's really simple. Well, what happens is that you need to be counting your numbers well and start by single numbers. Maybe start with a 2 or something. All right, but it's balancing equations. It's really easy. I'm going to do one more example so that we finish understanding. All right. We're going to do number 2 of page 228, all right? Number 2. Going to make aluminum again. All right, there we have our chemical reaction. And if you see it, this reaction, it's a double displacement reaction because you see we change this by this, all right? And we have different compounds. So we have aluminum nitrate plus sodium hydroxide. It's equal to aluminum hydroxide plus sodium nitrate. Now we're going to balance. We're going to start aluminum. Remember, you need to split this element, all right? You're not going to leave it as NO3. Nitrogen, oxygen, sodium, and hydrogen. Why not oxygen again? Because I already have it here. So same on the other side, we have aluminum, nitrogen, oxygen, sodium, and hydrogen. If you see, I always place them in the same order because for me that's easier when I see right and left if it's the same number, so it's easier. I recommend it to do it that way. All right, aluminum here, I have 1. Nitrogen. Remember this 3 affects nitrogen, so I have 3 nitrogens. Oxygen, 3 times 3, 9, plus 1, 10. Sodium, I have 1. Hydrogen, I have 1. On the other side, aluminum, 1. Nitrogen, 1. Oxygen. 3 plus 3, 6. Sodium, 1. Hydrogen, 3. All right, because this 3 is also going to affect my hydrogen. All right, so there we go. We have 1 aluminum and 1 aluminum. We're good. Nitrogen, I have 3 and 1. So I have to change that. Oxygen, I have 10 to 6. Sodium is good. And hydrogen, 1 to 3. All right, so how am I going to start balancing this one? I'm going to start, let me see, I'm going to start with my hydrogen. And I'm going to put a 3 here. This 3 is going to affect sodium, it's going to affect oxygen, and of course it's going to affect hydrogen. So there I changed my hydrogen to 3. But I also changed my sodium to 3. And I also changed oxygen. So I had 3 times 3, it's 9 plus 3, with oxygen, 12. All right, now who's next? Nitrogen, I have 3 here and I have 1 over there. So I'm gonna change that nitrogen and I'm gonna put a 3 here. All right, and that 3 is gonna affect my sodium because it's in the first place. Then it's gonna affect my nitrogen and it's also gonna affect my oxygen. 3 times 3, 9 plus 3, 12. Where do I get all these numbers? Because remember this 3, it's gonna multiply the 3. So we have 9 here, 9 oxygens here. And we have 3 here, so you add, all right? That's how we get 12 oxygens. All right, so that is the example of number 2. Let me know if this is clear, because we're gonna be working on balancing equations on the examples that are in your book from 1 to 7. And of course, we already did number 2, so it's only 6 exercises. And some of them are already balanced, so it's really simple to do. All right, we're gonna be working on page 228. From 1 to 7. All right? Send me a message if you don't understand how to balance equations and I'll gladly explain. Have a nice day, guys.